Baby. This is too personal, don't open. My beloved child, truth is unfolding now with a force that no one can silence, and it moves straight toward the situation that has been hidden behind whispers, shadows, and unspoken intentions. Every lie, every betrayal, every concealed motive is standing in the open, and nothing can cover it anymore, so don't skip because your clarity begins here. Something huge is waiting for you, and it activates the moment you read this with full attention. Justice is turning in your favor with irreversible power, and the person who thought they could act without consequence is feeling the pressure around them close in. Others notice the shift around you, because your energy has lifted, strengthened, and awakened in ways that are impossible to ignore. You rise untouched while the weight of their own actions collapses back onto them like a mirror reflecting every hidden intention they tried to project onto you. Stay till the end because the next part carries a deeper layer moving toward you. Picture them sitting alone, replaying every step they took, every word they twisted, every secret they tried to bury as the mirror of consequence stands in front of them. Their conscience is awake now, loud, relentless, unavoidable, and it is showing them the truth they avoided for too long. Don't skip because this shift is not imagination, it is happening right now, in real time, and their world is tightening around their choices. Others feel the imbalance correcting itself around you, because divine balance never leaves injustice untouched, and people around you sense your rising strength even before you speak. Your presence has become a quiet announcement that the storm is not yours anymore, and that the one who created chaos is finally facing the echo of their own actions. Something huge is waiting for you, tied to the justice unfolding right in this moment. You rise untouched because the hands that tried to disrupt your peace are now trembling under the weight of truth, and nothing they do can break the protection surrounding your name, your spirit, and your path. The energy around you is shifting permanently, powerfully, and in your favor with no reversal. Stay till the end because the next block takes you one layer deeper into what is being exposed, and this exposure has only just begun. The next block reveals the moment their hidden intention turns against them, and the mirror they avoided becomes impossible to escape. My dearest one, the turn of justice is accelerating now, locking every dishonest action into absolute consequence with no escape and no delay. The truth that was once covered is pushing upward with unstoppable force, and the person who interfered with your peace is feeling the weight press against their conscience. Don't skip because the momentum building here is already affecting them in ways they cannot hide. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. A shift has begun in their energy, a disturbance that keeps pulling them back into the memories of every hidden act, every concealed motive, every silent attempt to mislead you. Picture them facing the mirror they avoided, a mirror that shows every detail with sharp accuracy, and nothing inside them can mute the awakening happening now. Others notice the shift around you because the atmosphere has changed, cleansing itself of the influence that once tried to cling to your spirit. You rise untouched while the imbalance that surrounded you collapses behind you, because justice never loses its target and truth never misses its timing. Don't skip because what is coming next will reveal how rapidly their stability is falling apart. Something huge is waiting for you, and it comes with clarity strong enough to rewrite your steps forward. Imagine them pacing, restless, uneasy, sensing that their intentions are exposed even though no one has spoken yet, because the universe always announces truth before people do. Their conscience is awake with undeniable intensity, pushing them to face every consequence they once believed they escaped permanently. Others notice how your presence grows brighter, stronger, and more centered, as if something is protecting you from every direction at once. You rise untouched because every attempt to pull you backward is dissolving, every hidden plan is falling apart, and every shadow working against you is losing power instantly. Stay till the end because the next layer reveals the moment everything they tried to control begins to slip from their hands. Don't skip because each word you read strengthens the shield around you. In the next block, the pressure they feel will turn into undeniable fallout, and the truth they tried to bury will surface in a way they can no longer outrun. My precious one, the turn of justice is no longer subtle, it's undeniable, direct, and unfolding with permanent force around the person who thought they could move against you without consequence. Every hidden motion they made is now circling back with precision, and the truth is correcting the imbalance that once tried to pull you down. Don't skip because the energy shifting now is the strongest it has ever been. Something huge is waiting for you if you stay till the end. Their mind is not at peace anymore, because every lie, every betrayal, every concealed action is echoing louder than their excuses. Picture them sitting with the truth pressed against their chest, unable to breathe the same assurance they once held when they believed you would never know. Others notice the shift around you because your glow is returning, your intuition is sharper, and your protection is visible in ways no one can deny. You rise untouched while their mask begins to crack under the pressure of their own conscience, and nothing they do can cover the trembling happening beneath the surface. Don't skip because this is the moment their old power loses all effect over you. Stay till the end because the unraveling ahead opens the door to deep clarity. Imagine them revisiting the choices they made, feeling every consequence landing exactly where it belongs, as if the universe lined up each outcome with perfect accuracy. Their intentions, once hidden behind confidence and manipulation, are being illuminated for others to see without you saying a word. Others notice that you walk differently now, more aligned, more centered, more immune to the darkness that once tried to surround you. You rise untouched because truth has become your armor, justice has become your companion, and balance has returned to your side with irreversible commitment. Don't skip because your victory is already forming, and this message is preparing you for the moment everything shifts fully in your favor. Something huge is waiting for you, and it moves closer with every passing second. In the next block, the consequences they tried to outrun will begin to show in their outer world, and the unraveling within them will finally be seen by others. My dearest soul, the turn of justice is expanding now, stretching into every corner where their hidden intentions once lived, and pulling every action into the light with irreversible force. The balance that was disrupted around you is restoring itself so powerfully that nothing from the past can interfere again. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and this is the moment your breakthrough energy becomes undeniable. Stay till the end. Their world is tightening because every move they made in secret is circling back with a mirror that refuses to soften the truth. Picture them feeling exposed in places they once felt untouchable, realizing that every betrayal, every calculated act, every quiet manipulation is being replayed in their own mind with no escape. Others notice the shift because the air around you feels different, clearer, brighter, as if the universe is announcing your protection aloud. You rise untouched while their internal collapse becomes visible through their hesitation, their silence, their sudden guilt that weighs more heavily than they can hide. Don't skip, because this is where the deeper cracks begin, the ones they can no longer disguise with confidence or pretense. Something huge is waiting for you, and the unfolding ahead will prove how powerfully the scales have turned. Imagine them trying to stand tall while the truth pulls at their steps, their decisions, their reputation, and even their peace. Their awakening is not gentle, it is sharp, undeniable, and filled with the consequences they tried to distance themselves from. Others notice that you seem lifted, unbothered, elevated, as if you've stepped into a quiet realm where nothing negative can reach you. You rise untouched because every shadow that once tried to follow you is dissolving completely, leaving you surrounded by clarity, strength, and justice that is permanent and unshakable. Don't skip, because each moment you remain here, your spirit receives the confirmation it has been waiting for. Stay till the end, because the next layer reveals the moment the outer world begins to reflect the truth they tried to bury. In the next block, their consequences will no longer stay internal, signs will appear around them, exposing what they thought no one would ever see. My beloved child, the turn of justice is now moving from the unseen to the visible, making every hidden intention they carried impossible to hide. The shift around them is irreversible, and the consequences they feared are beginning to unfold exactly as the truth demands. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you as this exposure grows stronger. Stay till the end. Their actions are no longer protected by silence or secrecy, because the mirror of truth is reflecting every step they took with absolute clarity. Picture them feeling the weight of every moment they tried to control, every lie they stitched together, every shadow they operated in, now returning to them with perfect precision. Others notice the shift because your energy stands taller, brighter, and more untouchable than ever before. You rise untouched while the imbalance they created around you collapses, leaving them to confront the consequences that were always meant for them. Don't skip, because this is the stage where justice becomes undeniable and the universe refuses to let their actions fade quietly. Something huge is waiting for you, and it arrives through the very clarity being formed right now. Imagine them trying to hide their discomfort, their nervousness, their sudden loss of control, as the truth continues pressing against their world. Their conscience is louder, their behavior is shifting, and the awakening they resisted is happening with absolute force. Others notice that you move differently now, rooted, strengthened, and aligned with a protection that feels unshakable. You rise untouched because every thread they used to pull at your peace has snapped, and every attempt to distort your path has been overturned with divine precision. Don't skip, because the next layer brings you closer to the turning point where everything becomes unmistakably clear. Stay till the end, because the energy rising around you is preparing you for what Block 6 will reveal. In the next block, the consequences they face will begin to affect their connections, relationships, and reputation, and the truth they avoided will start spreading beyond their control. My dearest one, the turn of justice is no longer contained within them, now it is reaching outward, touching their relationships, their reputation, and the people who once believed their version of events. The truth is unfolding with absolute force, exposing every hidden motive they thought they could mask indefinitely. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you as this revelation grows louder. Stay till the end. The mirror they avoided is now reflecting outward, showing others what was once only visible to their conscience, and the illusion they created is collapsing. Picture them standing in the center of their own actions, unable to redirect blame, unable to hide behind charm, unable to escape the truths circling their world. Others notice the shift because conversations, perceptions, and energies around them have begun to change without you lifting a single finger. You rise untouched while the consequences they tried to evade fall directly onto them with precision, balance, and divine timing. Don't skip, because this is the moment their world begins to shake, not because of you, but because of every choice they made in secrecy. Something huge is waiting for you, and it comes through the clearing of everything that once distorted your peace. Imagine them realizing that people around them are questioning, observing, noticing patterns, noticing inconsistencies, noticing the truth that can no longer stay hidden. Their conscience is erupting with heaviness, their confidence is trembling, and their carefully maintained image is slipping through their hands. Others notice how centered, elevated, and unwavering you have become, as if you walk with a shield that nothing can pierce. You rise untouched because justice is surrounding you with unbreakable protection, lifting you above every shadow they tried to cast over your path. Don't skip, because the next block brings you closer to the ultimate unveiling that will change everything about how you see the situation. Stay till the end because your clarity is almost complete. In the next block, the consequences will strike deeper, touching the very thing they tried to keep hidden, and the truth will rise with a force they cannot silence. My precious one, the turn of justice is tightening with unmistakable precision, locking the final pieces of truth into place around the person who believed their actions would never return to them. The universe is correcting every imbalance with permanent strength, and their own behavior is beginning to expose them without any interference from you. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and this block brings you closer than ever. Stay till the end. Their hidden intentions are no longer silent, they are leaking through their reactions, their sudden fear, their shifting tone, their restless energy. Picture them facing the exact truth they tried to bury, watching it surface in front of the very people they hoped would never see it. Others notice the shift because the atmosphere around them has changed, words slip, eyes avoid, guilt radiates, and people start paying attention. You rise untouched while the weight of justice settles directly on their shoulders, returning every action, every plan, every quiet betrayal they released into the world. Don't skip, because this moment proves that balance always finds its way, even when it takes time. Something huge is waiting for you, and the clarity that is approaching will reveal the full picture. Imagine them losing control over the narrative they created, as the truth begins speaking louder than their explanations, louder than their excuses, louder than the image they tried to maintain. Their conscience is no longer a whisper, it is a storm, pushing them toward the very exposure they thought they could outsmart. Others notice how you remain steady, calm, elevated, almost untouchable, as if divine protection is standing behind every step you take. You rise untouched because nothing they do can interfere with your path anymore, and every attempt to distort your peace is collapsing permanently. Don't skip, because the next block carries the moment everything they feared becomes undeniable. Stay till the end, because this is where the story turns completely in your favor. In the next block, their long-hidden truth will break fully into the open, and the final revelation, what this entire situation has truly been about, will finally be revealed. My dearest soul, the turn of justice is reaching its highest point now, pulling the final veil away from everything that was hidden, everything that was whispered behind your back, everything that was kept from your awareness. The truth is rising with irreversible strength, and nothing can stop what is being revealed in this moment. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you right here. Stay till the end. The person who tried to keep their intentions buried is now standing in the center of their own consequences, unable to escape the weight of what they created. Picture them feeling every lie, every secret move, every concealed desire returning to them like a mirror reflecting every part of their shadow. Others notice the shift because their mask is no longer fitting, their actions no longer match their words, and their energy no longer hides their guilt. You rise untouched as the last layer of truth breaks open, revealing the part they thought would never reach you, the part they feared above everything else. Don't skip, because this moment carries the revelation your spirit has been waiting for, the clarity that transforms the entire story. Something huge is waiting for you, and it begins the moment you let these words sink in. Imagine them trembling with the realization that the truth they guarded so fiercely is finally exposed, not by force, not by conflict, but by the undeniable awakening of cosmic justice. The consequence they feared most is unfolding now, and their own conscience is delivering it with a depth they can no longer deny. Others notice how unbothered, strengthened, elevated you have become, as if you have stepped into a version of yourself that nothing can harm. You rise untouched because this revelation is not meant to break you, it is meant to free you completely, permanently, powerfully. Stay till the end, because here is the final revelation. They were never moving against you out of strength. They were moving against you out of obsession, attachment, and fear. The truth is they wanted access to you, control over you, and influence in your life that they hid behind false actions. This entire time, the secret they fought hardest to conceal was simple and powerful. They were emotionally tied to you in a way they didn't want anyone to see, especially you. Their hidden motive was not hatred, it was a private, intense attachment they couldn't express without exposing their vulnerability. And now, the truth has surfaced, leaving you free, protected, and in complete control of your path. In Block 9, the impact of this revelation will unfold, showing how your freedom shifts everything around you and how their world reacts to the truth they can no longer bury. My beloved child, the turn of justice is now transforming the entire landscape around you, reshaping the energy, the dynamics, and the power that once felt tangled in confusion. The revelation from the last block has already begun rewriting the balance, placing you in a position of strength they can no longer reach. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you as this shift becomes permanent. Stay till the end. Their hidden attachment, the one they tried so desperately to bury, is now affecting their world in ways they never expected. Picture them trying to hold themselves together while their conscience, their truth, and their emotions collide into a storm they can no longer manage. Others notice the shift because their behavior has changed, subtle slips, quiet tension, restless movements, and the unmistakable weight of someone who can no longer hide their real intentions. You rise untouched as the universe pulls you away from anything that once tried to limit your light, leaving you surrounded by clarity, strength, and a kind of protection that cannot be undone. Don't skip, because the unfolding ahead brings you into the phase where your freedom becomes the dominant energy. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is directly tied to the transformation happening now. Imagine them trying to walk forward, yet every step is interrupted by the truth they suppressed for so long, a truth that demands acknowledgement and accountability. Their attachment, once hidden, has become the source of their own unraveling, and the emotions they feared are now rising with intensity they cannot escape. Others notice how you stand differently now, radiating alignment, peace, and a quiet power that no one can distort or overshadow. You rise untouched because justice has not only exposed what needed to be seen, it has elevated you above every shadow they tried to cast, leaving you anchored in a higher realm of clarity. Don't skip, because the next block reveals how your victory begins shaping your future path with irreversible momentum. Stay till the end, because your breakthrough is not just emotional, it is spiritual, energetic, and permanent. In Block 10, the final block, you will see how their world shifts in response to your rising destiny, and how your path becomes untouchable, powerful, and blessed beyond anything they attempted to interfere with. My dearest one, the turn of justice has reached completion, sealing the truth, restoring your balance, and lifting you into a realm of clarity where nothing hidden can ever interfere with your peace again. Every layer of deception, every concealed motive, every silent intention has been exposed with irreversible power. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you in this final moment. Stay till the end. Their world is shifting because the truth they hid, an attachment they tried to mask with manipulation, distance, or confusion, is now unraveling every defense they once relied on. Picture them standing in the aftermath of their own actions, facing the consequences that reflect every choice they made. Others notice the shift because their behavior no longer matches the image they once projected, and the energy around them carries the unmistakable weight of someone exposed by their own conscience. You rise untouched as the universe closes the door on everything that was meant to harm you, ensuring the path ahead is free of distortion, interference, and misplaced intentions. Don't skip, because this moment marks the completion of your transformation into a higher state of strength and emotional sovereignty. Something huge has been waiting for you: freedom, protection, and divine alignment with your true destiny. Imagine your path now, clear, open, elevated, untouched by the shadows that once tried to cling to your spirit. Every lie has lost its power, every betrayal has reverted to its source, every imbalance has been corrected with perfect precision. Others notice how differently you move now, confident, centered, awakened, surrounded by a peace that refuses to fade. You rise untouched because your spirit has stepped out of every cycle that once drained you, out of every narrative that once misled you, out of every connection that once clouded your clarity. Justice has spoken with finality, restoring your name, your energy, and your future with absolute authority. Don't skip, because this final seal ensures you carry only strength forward. Stay till the end, because this moment is yours. Final stamp of justice plus peace. The truth has cleared your path, the exposure has freed your spirit, and the universe has placed you beyond reach of every shadow that once tried to claim your peace. You walk forward protected, elevated, guided, and empowered. And nothing from the past can touch you again. Your story continues in light, clarity, and unshakable divine justice.